Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back for an episode of Into the Flu. You'll notice again that my background has changed, and that's because I'm in a new apartment in Paris actually, and I'm gonna be here for the next month and a half. So my next few videos are gonna be all with the same background essentially. So in today's video, I'm really happy to finally be here to be able to get this. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Harry Potter Wizards Apprentice. And the reason that it's a finally thing is because for the past maybe year and a half, maybe even more than that, I've had quite a few items sent to my friend's house here. So shout outs to Alexandre Oliva, because he's been really patient and really kind and letting me take up an entire corner of his home where I've just been having things sent there that I've been getting either from the UK or from the EU. And so it's been really easy for me to just be able to send it there, and it's been saving me a lot of money in shipping. So very much, very kind of him and his girlfriend to let me do that. So in this box though, and it's been sitting in his apartment for, like I said, like a year and a half, has been the Wizards Apprentice. So even though I do have a couple open, this is the first time I'm seeing mine sealed. So I'm very happy about it. I'm going to go over them today. And then in the next episodes, I'm going to go over the remainder of the box that I will open up that has the majority of my French collection in it. Again, I've been waiting to be able to get all of this stuff and be able to see it. And so I have looked at it, of course, because I couldn't wait. And I'll open it all with you guys. So without any further ado, let's dive in. All right, everybody, here we go. So again, I'm super excited about this, as I am for every video that I make. But this in particular is really cool because I feel like this specific item bridges the passion that I have for old school Harry Potter toys and the Harry Potter TCG. So like vintage items and the TCG. So I'll just pull it out from here. So quite a few of you have seen this. I know that you already know what it is. But for those of you that don't, this is the Harry Potter Wizards Apprentice, not to be confused with the Harry Potter Book of Spells. It looks extremely similar. It's almost comical how funny they are, how similar they are, because it's like, you know, Tiger Electronics just made one and then was like, oh yeah, we forgot to add a few things about the TCG, so let's just make a whole new one, you know. So it's actually sort of silly, but nonetheless, I'm really happy that they did, because again, it's super awesome. So as you can tell with the booster pack right here, this particular toy is specific to the Harry Potter TCG. So again, it's called the Wizards Apprentice, and this booster pack is actually in here. I didn't just set that there. And then if you look on the back, you have the cards, the Harry Potter TCG, some of the cards there. And this here says, the Wizards Apprentice is the ultimate tool for players and collectors of the Harry Potter trading card game. Search through the powerful database for all cards, including name, rarity, and even complete card text. Create trading lists to trade your collection and keep on the lookout for cards you're missing. Use a deck builder to try out new deck concepts, and use the built-in strategy tips to keep abreast of the best cards and combos. Dot matrix screen delivers awesome resolution, that is questionable. Also includes clock, alarm, calendar, reminder, calculator, and sound effects, because who doesn't want all of that stuff in there? So again, it's specific to the Harry Potter TCG, obviously, and so in addition to the sealed one, I also have an open one, and it was really cool finding it open and finding that it works, because just being able to kind of like see all those different effects in real time was super awesome. And so we're going to kind of go through what it does. Okay, so if we open up the Wizards Apprentice, we see the on button here. So if we push that, now this one, oh, nice sound effects. This one in particular, there's a few lines that are going through the screen that might be kind of obvious to you. So even though we can't see it 100%, and I've also looked for people that can repair them, but apparently not too many people know how to repair these. Or they know how, but it's actually difficult to do so because of the ribbons. But anyway, that's beside the point. So we can still kind of see what's going on here in the menu. So we'll kind of go through everything, and I'll be able to at least, like, point it out to you guys. So these are, we're going to use the arrows here. So this one right here looks like a bookshelf. The one here in the middle looks like a piece of parchment paper. This looks like either a deck of cards or like a stack of paper. We've got a clock down here. This maybe is like a notebook, and then this is an abacus, so I'm assuming that's the calculator. And that's it. So let's click on the first one. We'll push enter, see what happens there. View, search, and sort. Okay, so like it said on the back of this here, we can look through like the database of all the cards. Now, it's important to note that this particular item is specific to the first book, so essentially just the base set. So it's like when the first, like base set cards came out, and obviously because that's there, but that might not be obvious to some people. So it's just for the first set of cards, so you're not going to find like Quidditch or Diagon Alley or any of that kind of stuff in here. Nonetheless, it's awesome. So let's see if we go into view. There's Dean Thomas. So that's card number 1, right? And then let's see if we go to the next one. We've got Draco Malfoy. That's card number 2. Next. Okay. Okay, so I don't think there's an image for each one. Maybe there's like, just, maybe there's just like some sound effects for those that don't have an image. I'm not sure. So here we've got the Elixir of Life. This is card number 5. Gringotts Cartwright, card number 6. We've got Hannah Abbott. Okay, here we go. Bam. Card number 7, Hannah Abbott. The famous Harry Potter. Bam. So we got Harry Potter, card number 8, and so on and so forth. So it continues going for each of the cards. I think, though, there's only the cool dot matrix action is only for the cards that are characters. So if we keep going, we've got Hermione. Nearly Headless Nick, nice. Yeah. Oh, what's that? Oh, sweet. Okay, so this is Flitwick. Nice. Snape. Dope. All right, cool. So I won't go through all of them. I'll make a few like short videos going through the majority of them, and I'll post them on Instagram as well as YouTube for those that want to see a little bit more. But let's go back for now. So maybe quit. Okay, so then if I go search your number. All right, let's just say we put in 1. Does that work? Please enter. Oh, wait. Search by rare. Oh, okay, I see. Maybe. So search by number, search by rarity, search by... Okay, let's go search by number. Enter. Please enter search something. Let's try to go 10. Dope. Okay, so maybe that doesn't work, or I'm the problem. either one, whatever. All right, anyway, let's just get out of there. So that's the database, clearly. So now let's go to, what is this? Trade list. Okay, so this is actually a pretty cool section. So we've got our trade list, the cards that we want, and the cards that are for trade. So if we click on trade list, no record, okay? So like, essentially that's obviously the list of cards that are for trade. If I go to wanted, and these are cards that I want. Oh wait, maybe it's not. All right, let me try that again. Okay, it's also very likely that just it doesn't work the same because obviously the screen is a little bit messed up. There's a few things that are kind of messed up on it. Nonetheless, it if I were to open this one, it would, I'm sure it would work just fine. But because I'm crazy, I don't want to. But either way, I know that you can make a wanted list. So let's say, for example, you know, I have like 10 cards that I need left in order to complete the base set. Then I could list all 10 cards in wanted, and then next time I go to a convention or I'm around a group of friends that are collectors, I could pull this out, look in my wanted list, and see which cards I need. Now, the majority of us obviously use our phones for that, but nonetheless, just thinking about having this in my hands 20 years ago when the base set came out is just really awesome. For me, like, I just think it's super great. So anyway, we're going to keep moving. This here, hopefully it works a little bit, just to show you a bit, is probably the coolest part of this item, in my opinion, because you can actually build a deck in here, and then it will shuffle your first 7 cards for you so that it can show you what your average hand would look like, which I think is amazing. So if we went to build, then it shows you a list. It shows you a list of all the cards. And then you can go down and click on the card. Let's just say we click here. Then it shows you what the card is. This is the Elixir of Life, right? Number 5. Then what can I put? How many I need? All right, hold on. Let me go back right quick. All right. So we go into the deck builder, into practice, and there it goes, shuffling the deck for you. All right, let me go build, no record, edit. Okay, no record, maybe enter. Okay, build. Okay. Okay. Email address. Okay, so so what it's supposed to do is if I go, and we can't even see the arrow, right? But anyway, if you go into build, then what you should be able to do is it'll show you a list of the cards. You click on the cards and how many you want. And then once you have your 60 cards with your, starting character, your starting Witcher Wizard, then you can go into practice. Oh, I can show you, I can sort of show you what practice does. But once you have your deck built, you go into practice and you see it shuffling for you, which is pretty cool. But then in here it says the deck list is empty, right? Because we were supposed to go into build and build an actual deck. But the buttons and stuff aren't really working 100%, but it's totally cool. You can at least see what it looks like and see how it's working. So once you go in, then it'll shuffle the entire deck. It'll deal 7 cards for you so that you can essentially see what your first hand would look like, so that in your mind, if you're like, yeah, that's actually pretty good, or you know what, let me see what on average the cards would look like once they're drawn or once they're dealt to you, then it's a good way for you to see if that deck would be good. Now, obviously, we know building a deck with just the base set is not ideal. But again, we're talking, you know, at the very beginning of the Harry Potter TCG, when all you had was the base set, all you had was 116 cards, and you just wanted to get started, right? So really exciting. Another thing that's actually pretty cool about this sealed one here, they might have made a mistake or something, and instead of just like printing a new one, they just like put gold tape over something, free Harry Potter trading cards, and that's it, you know. So like I noticed that. And then I was able to print out a manual, which is the same manual that's found in here or something similar. And what's pretty cool is it shows 118 cards. So all of these card numbers are out of 118 instead of 116. And I think they might have just counted the Draco and the Hermione alternate art as cards, I'm pretty sure. But either way, it's kind of cool because it's a bit of like an anomaly, right? Like we don't ever see out of 118, it's always out of 116. So that's pretty neat. Either way, whether it works or it doesn't, it's a really good part of the history for the Harry Potter TCG. Again, it's a great little item to have. For me, it's definitely, in my opinion, like super, super cool. One of the cooler toys. Because as I said before, it sort of fuses both the vintage Harry Potter TCG and just vintage Harry Potter merchandise in general. So what I am going to do, though, is kind of play around with this a little bit more once I get back to the States, or I could probably look online. I'll look through the manual and see if I can actually build a deck in this, and then make a separate video with showing you all what that looks like. But for now, it's always nice to just be able to see a sealed item and an open item. So this is what it looks like, opened and sealed.